absolute terms, we spend a staggering amount of money on education in this country. If you look at local, state, and federal expenditures in the United States, we actually spend $500 billion per year on K-12 education. That's $500 billion a year. But how that money is allocated is intensely inequitable and kind of irrational, because school funding, say, is tied so much to local property taxes. It means that in many states and many parts of the country, we spend more on wealthy kids than we do on poor kids, which doesn't make much sense, but it's because the poor kids are likely to have some greater needs in the classrooms, and also because wealthy families tend already to be supplementing their kids' education outside of schools quite heavily. And so wealthy kids actually get this double investment, sort of inequitable investment. We also tend to allocate money in ways that are sort of stopgap responses to problems rather than proactive, say investments in, say, pre-kindergarten or high-quality preschool or younger grades, where, if you invest the money right and if you invest the money in teacher training right and so forth, we wouldn't face these kinds of issues later down the line. We also, in the United States, bizarrely, spend less than 2% of our education dollars on research and development. And every other sector, if you think about, the automotive industry or pharmaceuticals, healthcare, whatever, usually R&D takes up 10 to 15% of dollars spent. And in education, basically what we have is people trying things out, making use of what research is there and hoping that they might be able to interpret it and apply it to their own classroom or their own school. But we don't have the kind of research that we need to actually develop, direct people's efforts thoughtfully and well and efficiently. So in part it's about dollars, and in part it's about having a vision of what a high-functioning education sector would look like, and then changing our policies about how we get those dollars and spend those dollars, but also about, how we really invest in kids in all sorts of ways in this more big picture way.